What's up, Ubi? How you doing? What is it? Alright, we get it started. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Zems, and welcome to another reaction live stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys so much for the 2,000. Let's keep it going. Road to 5K is just around the corner. This video is called, what is it? The most mysterious videos found on the internet by Slapped Ham. So if you guys want to watch the videos in entirety, make sure you swoop down to that description box, click on that link, and go watch the videos in entirety while we pause it and stop it and talking through the whole thing. It's about to get scary. Hopefully you guys are ready to hear my commentary and my 2 cents. Because you know when it comes to me watching videos, if it looks fake, I'm going to say it's fake. I'm not going to be like, oh, you know, maybe it looks kind of real. I mean, no, if it looks booty cheeks, I'm probably going to say it's booty cheeks. But 9 times out of 10, most of the hunts and stuff that we catch on camera or seen on video is usually shown on like a Nokia phone or a flip phone or a Sidekick or just some old type of camera, even though iPhones exist, even though Androids, you know, Galaxies and GoPros, all this stuff exists. But somehow, people just manage to catch it on blurry cell phone footage. I don't know. It's weird. Resident Evil comes out this weekend since, bro. Oh yeah, I know I'm going to be live streaming that. She's Fake But Real is definitely a good series. Yeah, this is my first time looking at it. What's up, Anthony? But let's jump into it, man. Let's get it. Oh, it's about to be juicy.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slapped
What's up,
Ham.
Callan?
Today we're looking at some mysterious videos that are leaving viewers perplexed. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this.
Welcome to Slapped Ham, featured reprisal Zems and his reactions.
While a spiritual possession may sound like something that only happens in sinister haunted places, videos like this call that idea into doubt. In fact, this video might just be proof of a man being possessed in public, in broad daylight, with numerous people around.
I'll be the judge of that.
At the start of the video, the viewer's attention is drawn to a man standing in a pedestrian area just off the road. A car, likely belonging to the man himself, is parked nearby. A motorcyclist and other pedestrians can be seen walking by over the course of the video while the man paces around.
Why is he just sitting there?
However, what happens next will give you chills.
Yo, it's something. No way. Yo, it did give me chills. He didn't lie.
As you can see, a shadowy figure emerges from the direction of the road. The figure is dark and distorted, as though the camera is unable to focus on it.
See? This is why I don't go to parks.
The eerie shape seems to enter the man and disappear.
Yeah, I do. I do.
The man doesn't react at all and continues walking. When this clip went live, speculation ran rife in the comments section. Many viewers were certain that the strange dark shadow possessed the man. Many called it a demonic entity. Others took a more level-headed approach and suggested it was just a fly on the lens of the security camera.
That's a big ass fly. I don't know what flies they have where they're at, but that's a big ass fly that just happened to be in the bit this corner. Like, come on, bro. If it was a fly on the lens, wouldn't the fly be somewhere around, like, you know, right up in here? Why the fly will come over here and then go inside the guy's body and disappear? Like, it's okay to be a skeptic, but when your skepticism is just like doesn't make any sense whatsoever, it's just kind of like far-fetched, you gotta just snap back, like, you know what, maybe it did happen, but I don't know. It's blurry, it looked like it, I don't know what it is, it could be CGI, who knows, but that was definitely not a damn fly.
And it just so happened to look like it entered the man.
So where'd the fly go? It didn't fly away.
So did we just witness a demonic possession, or was it just an insect on the lens? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments section below.
It could be smoke gas, car exhaust or something. I don't know. What you guys think? You think it was demonic or not? I don't really think so. I don't know though. I don't think so.
This mysterious piece of footage appears to show an unusual late-night encounter that can't really be explained. A woman is filming her walk down a dimly lit pathway. Immediately, we get the sense that the woman thinks something's wrong, hence why she's filming in the first place. We see a jogger run past and the woman turns the camera to see behind her. Watch what happens. As you can see, when she turns the camera back, the jogger has vanished, nowhere to be seen.
Hell no, bruh. He ran off the road. Cap.
Eerily, the jogger appears again, this time on her left-hand side. That's when something even more frightening happens. Watch.
Oh, shit!
If we watch it again, the jogger appears on her left-hand side, pauses, then creepily runs at the woman backwards. She turns and runs and the clip ends.
Oh,
When this clip hit
boy.
the internet, speculation ran rife as the footage racked up thousands of views. Some comments suggested the footage was from a movie, but couldn't name which one.
I don't know, bro. That
Others
backpedaling.
hoped the whole thing was staged, because the thought of a freaky, vanishing, backwards running man was just too much to bear. Either way, it's definitely a weird piece of footage that's unnerving, whatever way you look at it.
My bad if I yelled into the mic, y'all, but I don't know. That backpedaling gave me nightmares for sure. That looked creepy as hell, bruh. Like, usually when you're backpedaling, kind of like your legs lift up, like your leg, you know what I'm saying? When you backpedal, your legs kind of like, you know, it goes back like this. His shit was like he was marching backwards. I don't know, bruh. That shit was creepy, bro. But then again, I kind of call it cap because, I mean, then again, you couldn't hear footsteps. Like, I don't know. I feel like when she turned the camera around, he kind of probably went off to the side, and then when she looked back that way, he kind of came back over the rail and then jogged back in front of her. You get what I'm saying? But then again, who knows? My thing is, if you feel some type of way, wouldn't you call or somebody, be on the phone with somebody? Why would you record? Like, even if you were recording, if something were to happen to you, like, what is the cell phone footage going to do? Like, nothing at all. I don't know. I call cap on that one too, but it was damn scary. I give you that. It was definitely scary. That one, because I don't know, bro. I don't know if I would have ran, if I would have just gave him a clean one across the chin as he was backing up. Because he would have been backing up this way. I would have just met him halfway. Boop, he'd have been like... But I don't know. That's just me.
This next clip was captured by a security camera in an unknown location. Seems to have caught something very odd taking place. Take a look. As though materializing out of thin air, the woman in question suddenly makes her appearance in the middle of the road. She appears to be walking down a street in a residential area.
Hey girl, what you say? Shawty.
A close-up shot of the woman's face shows that she appears to be oddly disfigured.
Oh man, she
Both
is.
the woman's face and the way she walks are enough to make you think there's something decidedly off about the woman. What's more, the woman's appearance looks to be slightly transparent. Continuing her odd behaviour, the woman shuffles over to what appears to be a trash bin. After briefly examining the bin, the woman continues shuffling along in an odd, ambling way. Then, without warning, she disappears once more, and the clip suddenly ends.
Yo, looks like a Call of Duty lobby when you be lagging and shit.
Some viewers have suggested that the woman's sudden appearance could be a camera malfunction. However, the fact that she disappears at the end too does seem a little odd.
It
There are
does.
just too many bizarre details in this clip to be a coincidence. But what exactly we're looking at remains unknown.
What's up, Jordan?
So until more details emerge about this footage, all we can do is speculate.
Don't worry. The speculation ends here. Let me go back and examine Exhibit A. Hold on, let me find it. If you guys notice, it's a ghost. Ghosts don't need to step on curbs, right? They're a ghost. What do you need to step on a curb for if you're a ghost? You get what I'm saying? Let's go back.
Shuffling along
right here.
And shuffles over.
Look at the step. Watch the step, y'all. Look at it. Watch this. Look.
Continuing her odd
She
behavior,
steps on a curb.
the woman
Boom.
shuffles over to...
Why would a ghost step on a curb? For what? You already dead. What you gonna do? Trip over your spirit? Like, you gonna trip over an orb or something? Like, why do you need to step on a curb? Like, come on now, bro. Like, that's the kind of stuff you gotta pay attention to. What the hell a ghost doing stepping up on a curb if you can just walk through the curb? No, whatever. Alright, next. Call cap. Alright, let's get it. I told you.
This next clip.
Just call me Mythbuster Zim. This is why I'm here for you guys. Maybe you guys are like, oh, I didn't see that part. This is why I'm here. Let me just... Okay? Dang.
Seems to show something you'd expect to see in a superhero movie.
CGI.
A man summoning a tornado out of thin air. While it may sound hard to believe, skeptics will have a hard time disproving it after watching the clip. Take a look. This seemingly impossible event is captured by a security camera overlooking a skate park. If we watch it again, the man stands still for a moment. He raises his arms out wide as a small but visible cyclone forms where he stands. While others panic and move away, the man moves slowly, giving the viewers the impression he's not at all worried about the strong winds. Debris and other objects nearby seem to be impacted by the strong winds as the man walks around the small area. It then looks like he goes into a nearby building and the wind moves with him. Though he's no longer visible, the winds continue to focus on the building, working away at it until a portion of the roof is blown clear off. Although it seems impossible, the small cyclone appears to have moved with the man. The man's strange stance and calm demeanour seem to suggest the winds were somehow being controlled by him. Although this sort of power should be impossible outside of the world of fiction, this clip begs viewers to reconsider just what is truly possible in this world. Love to hear your opinions on what's going on in this mysterious footage in the comments section below.
Oh, don't worry. You can hear my opinion right now for free. Cap! 100% cap, bro. Alright, let me go ahead and take y'all back, bro. Hold on. Just a second. This is a perfect spot. Okay, look. You see this? Right around there, this area right here. It rips off, right? He spins. Obviously, this guy's over here recording. I guess they're doing something too, some kind of footage. Because he was recording before he even started spinning. And then... right around here, this part of the roof supposedly breaks off, right? And then it repairs itself. If you look closely... Hold on, wait a minute.
Calm demeanour seemed to suggest the winds were somehow being controlled by him.
That's all I gotta say. Mythbuster Zim's on no move. That's 3.
As
I'm
with
3
a few
0.
of the previous videos, this next clip showcases another unique phenomenon that almost defies explanation. This eerie footage shows a busy street late at night. Traffic is heavy enough for vehicles to move at a middling speed. Suddenly, a strange white shape appears among the traffic. Take a look. If we take another look, it certainly appears to be human in form, as you can make out legs walking as it enters the traffic.
I don't know. It looks too misty.
From there, it appears to glide right through the moving cars.
But then again, I don't know. I believe this one more than that
Bright
tornado
and
man.
incandescently white, the ghostly figure is clearly visible as it's captured weaving between vehicles on the busy street. The cars don't seem to notice the figure as they continue driving down the road without interference.
That's crazy.
If you slow the footage down right at the end of the clip, the figure appears to fly upwards towards the right-hand corner of the frame. Some viewers speculated whether this was the spirit of a person that had died on this very stretch of road, perhaps reliving their final moments on Earth.
This is more believable. I don't know. It could be real. I don't have nothing to say about that one.
This short clip seems to have captured something eerie during an investigation of an abandoned building. The building is run down. It has bare concrete walls and strange industrial doors. As the explorer makes their way through the building, they come across a room that houses a mattress. Standing in the doorway, the explorer is able to capture footage of the mattress moving in the room. Take a look. While at first it seems as though the mattress may be moving on its own, slowing down the footage shows a small dark figure running past in the background.
Oh, hell no.
Some viewers have suggested that this strange figure is some kind of powerful shadow entity.
Chupacabra.
They think it made the mattress move simply by running past.
Chupacabra. Oh, hell no, son.
Others have suggested
Ooh.
it could be a squatter living in the abandoned building. Perhaps they pushed the mattress over and ran to get away from prying eyes.
Nah, bruh. Nah,
While
I don't
anyone
like
would
that.
likely be a little tense exploring an area like that, such an event would send even the most curious explorer running. Still, viewers are left to wonder just what the story behind this strange encounter really is.
Hell no,
It's a
bruh.
shame it's such a small clip and we can't investigate further.
See?
Before
Hell nah, man. Like, I can't. That scared me a little bit, bruh. They said a squatter. Unless the squatter's a dwarf, bruh. There's no way, bruh. I don't know. It looked kind of fake, but at the same time, it looked kind of real. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. Damn, I gotta watch cartoons later for sure, bruh. Because, like, I definitely about to remember.
we take a
all
look at
this.
some terrifying security footage, remember to hit that subscribe button, tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. I see you.
I see you too. Alright, let's get it.
This final clip shows something truly unsettling, captured by a security team in an unknown location. The security guards were alerted when they spotted a strange person on one of their cameras. It was a small, dark figure standing in the middle of the yard. They dispatched officers to investigate. Watch what they captured. As you can see, the guards search the area but claim they can't see anyone nearby.
This
But
looks.
there, clear as day, is a strange figure standing right next to them.
His hand
A
is
small,
going.
child-sized figure is seen standing between the guards for the duration of the clip. Whatever it is, it remains remarkably still as the men continue to search the area.
He walked right through it.
It's clear from the footage that the men don't see the person at all. Instead, they spin around, shining their flashlights all over the area. At multiple points, the guards seem to fix their flashlights on the exact spot in which the person's standing. The light appears to almost go through the entity without illuminating it for the guards.
Only thing I can think
Although I
of.
don't speak Spanish, it appears as though the guards are communicating with the other officers in the control room, who can see the figure on screen. Even more shocking, the guards almost appear to move straight through the shape at some points in the clip. Still, the figure is unfazed and the guards don't react to its presence.
Hold on, I have a theory.
Even the most hardened skeptics will likely scratch their heads over the physics of this one. Given that the guards are searching the area and communicating with the control room at the same time, while the figure can be seen on screen, leaves this piece of footage truly in the realm of the paranormal, and will likely remain a mystery for many years to come.
Is it the same thing? Let me see. Well, that does it. But anyways, I don't know. I think it could have been a ghost, but at the same time, you know, some people like to draw those graffiti stencils. You know what I'm talking about? It was a famous. I can't think of his name. It was a famous graffiti artist that used to go around to use stencils that look like that. Maybe it's a stencil that they put right in front of the camera to make it look like someone's standing there and it's not. Or it could have been an actual ghost. I don't know. Who knows? It could have been some mural or it could have been a ghost. Let me know what you guys think, man, if you are in a live stream. Or if you're just watching this and it's pre-recorded because you guys missed the live stream. Then let me know down in the comment section on what you thought it was. And which video did you think was the scariest? Let me know. I'm curious to know. By far, I think the one with the mattress was probably the scariest one that I can remember vividly. Yeah, I think that was the one, right? I don't think I tripped off any other one. But moving on to the next video. Let me turn this off real quick while I go ahead and change videos. All right, let's get it. Let's see what we got here. Yes. This one is called Scary Comp 10 by Bizarre Bub. So we're about to get into this one. You already know it's about to be bad. Bizarre Bub put up some scary stuff, man. I am not kidding. Like, Bizarre Bub does not play when it comes to scary stuff. Nope, that's a ghost. You think it's a ghost? The jogger was the scariest. Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember that one. Yeah, I forgot about it. Damn, you reminded me, Aiden. Oh, nah, damn, now I can't unsee it. I forgot about it, too, because I just seen the scarier one. Now I remember both. Oh, you do this to me. Oh, man, he said. I would have shot him in his Abdullah oblongata. Medulla oblongata. Is that saying it right? Medulla oblongata. Medulla. Anyways, this video is by Bizarre Bub. It's called Scary Comp 10. If you guys want to see the video in entirety, make sure you swoop down to that description box. Click on that link. Go watch the video in entirety while we pause it and stop it and talking through the whole thing. Oh, I forgot to do the crow thing. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Reddit user Vanilla Bear encountered something really creepy while staying over at his parents' house. Vanilla Bear writes, "Guys, I'm seriously freaking out. I don't know what's going on. Weird things happen in my parents' house all the time, but this is the most severe. Take a look at this footage and see what you think."
Oh, bruh, how scary would it have been if somebody would have hit the corner like...
This footage is pretty spooky. Vanilla Bear approaches the door to the basement, as it seems like someone is trying to open it from the inside. After waiting anxiously and deciding as to whether or not he should open the door, he opens it, only to find that no one is there.
I'd open it with a gun, like...
As you can imagine, Vanilla Bear was baffled by this. One thing that Vanilla Bear is sure of is the uncanny vibe he felt during this strange occurrence. Even his dog appeared to be unsettled by it, as he was staying far away from the basement. Although he has no explanation for this, viewers have come up with their own.
Earthquake.
A common explanation is that there could have been a strong wind gust coming from outside, causing the door to do this. However, Vanilla Bear dispels this notion by stating that there was barely a breeze outside. He also adds that the door has shaken before, but never like this. That being said, what are your thoughts on this footage? It's strange, and it seems like most people are finding it hard to explain.
Yeah, it is.
Let me know what you think down below.
See, these videos, this is what real ghost videos look like, bruh. There's none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what real ghost videos look like, bruh. The amount of hairs that are standing up on my arm right now. And the fact that if you're a dog, let me tell you guys something. Dog, cat, horse, kangaroo, whatever you guys got as pets, turtles. If your pets do not want to go to wherever that noise is coming from, you should not either. Because one thing I know is if the animal is scared, bruh, you should be scared for your life. Your life. Think about it. They're not scared. Most dogs are. Majority of dogs are not scared of human beings. They'll bark, all that stuff, bro. If somebody's near your house, they'll bark. Now, if they run and hide, get out of there, bro, as fast as you can. That's the only thing I can tell you. Just run. Run to the nearest house, hospital, wherever you may, a fire station. Just go somewhere, bro. Just get out of Dodge.
The following video was posted by Esco Season 95, who was home alone at the time of this recording. Esco was lying in bed, playing with his dog while recording him, when, out of nowhere, something really creepy happens.
Please don't let nothing pop up, bro. Please don't let nothing pop up, bro. Please don't let nothing pop up. scared. Ooh!
The door all of a sudden closes on its own. It starts off slow, then quickly shuts itself. The video then ends. However, it's for this reason that some viewers think this video is fake. Although the video itself is pretty creepy, some people can't help but think that this might have been staged.
How?
Perhaps someone could have been by the door pulling it with a string. Not going over to investigate and showing us that nobody was there makes this video come off as fake.
What?
However, Esco states that the reason why the video ends abruptly is because he was recording on Snapchat. He also states that going over to open the door and keep on recording wasn't his first instinct.
Yeah.
Esco then writes, "All I can say is that there was no string tied to it. Nobody pulled it closed. It might have just been the AC, but it hasn't happened again and didn't happen before." To this day, Esco
Hell
doesn't
no,
know what to make of
son.
this footage.
I do.
But most people agree
Ooh.
with Esco on this being a paranormal occurrence. For now, Esco waits for more responses that can explain this creepy encounter.
I don't know, bro. Like, oh man, I don't know. I shouldn't have never live streamed today, bro. these videos is hitting hard. But like, what creeped me out is like the dog didn't even hear it. Usually when dogs hear something in their ears, like, you know, they'll be looking over there or something like that, or they'll hear something. The dog didn't budge. The dog wasn't looking. He was looking out the window somewhere, and that even scared him because he wasn't even paying attention. And then the second thing is people was like, oh, it's fake because he didn't get up and investigate. If I'm recording a Snapchat and my damn door closed, I'm not recording shit. The only thing you're gonna hear is my footsteps hitting the carpet, the floor, and I'm going out the window, bruh. I'm taking the path of least resistance, and I'm getting out of Dodge, bruh. You think I'm about to be like, oh, my door closed? Who's out there? But what do you think this is? Paranormal Activity? This is not a Destination Discover, bro. This is none of that stuff you see on TV, bro. This is not Ghostbusters. Like, I'm not going out there. I don't care who. I do not care, bro. You guys don't understand how scared I am of ghosts, bro. That one encounter that I had, that did it for me. It wasn't even that max of some people be getting like in these videos. That one encounter I had, bro, that was it for me. Like, I don't play with it, bro. Nah, man. I hope it gets easier and lighten up because right now it's only been 3 minutes and 52 seconds, and it's we got like 8 minutes to go, bro. Who's getting clapped? Everybody's getting clapped in this video, man. Every single person is getting clapped.
This next video features someone who woke up in the middle of the night and encountered something really creepy. Kathy Gollinger has been experiencing strange activity at home. With all that's been going on, she thought it'd be a good idea to have cameras set up around the house to capture anything that might explain the—
I'm sorry, I need some fruit snacks to calm my nerve. Hold on, I'm about to grab a fruit snack. Hold on, I can't do this, bruh. I need to eat food or something to take my mind off. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, we're back.
strange occurrences. However, little did Kathy know that doing so would leave her feeling disturbed, as the camera in her room captures something really unsettling.
Let me get
Kathy
some.
was sleeping
Shut up, boy.
when, out of nowhere, the following happens.
You can have some.
Pay close attention to the closet or you'll miss it.
So I'm assuming she had experience before because she already got the camera looking that way. I know, right, Ubi? What kills me is she checks behind the clothes. She checks behind the clothes, and then I would say, who's going to be up here? I mean, if somebody was right there, you would have seen their feet.
Kathy is woken up by a sound that came from her closet. She checks around, only to find that nothing is there.
Damn, that shit good.
It is upon realizing this that Kathy decides to storm out of her room,
That shit
as she's now
bustin'.
freaked out by this incident. I'm sure most people would have done the same, especially right after seeing the ball fall from the closet. This video is without a doubt pretty spooky, and it still remains a mystery as to what caused the ball to fall out.
That shit came from like the attic, it looked like.
The following video was posted by Rochelle, who's been wanting to post this video for a while, but couldn't do so, as according to Rochelle, she felt like something was preventing her from uploading the video. It was something she couldn't explain. It was a very strange feeling. However, she eventually decides to post the video. Needless to say, viewers who saw the video were left feeling strange about it. They were left feeling unsettled, and Rochelle knew exactly how they felt. Rochelle states that lately she's felt like something has been watching her. Her dog has been acting strange, and this video that her sister recently took really shook her. Whatever this is, it sure is pretty creepy. To see that you were right all along, that something was actually watching you, must be somewhat relieving, as you now know for sure that you're not being paranoid.
It's relieving.
But at the same
my
time,
goodness.
it must be very upsetting, as you now know that this is something beyond your control. Whether Rochelle moves out or not, viewers agree that the clip alone is enough reason to find another place.
And it's another dog. That dog lazy
This
as
next
hell.
clip is pretty creepy, as something unexpected happens towards the end.
Oh, hell.
The video starts off with someone going through a tunnel late at night.
What's that?
All appears to be normal, until, after going further in, this happens.
Wow. That's so cool. Wow.
Cap. This video's cap.
Whoa. Hello? Oh my God. Hello?
It's scary, but it's still cap.
Hello? Oh my God. No.
At the end of the tunnel,
Nah, it's
there
cap.
appears to be someone peeking at this person. Sure enough, the person recording was scared senseless upon seeing this. Whoever this was
Cap.
at the end of the tunnel seemed pretty creepy. But the creepiest part about this person isn't the way he was acting, but also how he appeared. If you look closely, this person appears to have no face and a body that's similar to that of a puppet's. It might have just been the camera. However, seeing this must have truly been a frightening sight. But the scariest part about this encounter isn't just this creeper, but the sound of a switchblade being opened up. Had this person gone any further, I'm sure that something really bad would have happened. As always, what are
Yeah.
your thoughts on this video?
Cap. The first thing that gave it away was he calls out, "Oh, that's cool. Now I'm about to zoom in at the end of the tunnel where the guy is about to pop out at. Oh no, somebody just popped out. Oh, what is that? A switchblade." Then he says, "Me and Michael." So where's Michael at? I'm like, come on, bruh. Michael's was the one that was at the end. He had some puppet thing. That was so cap, bruh. That was 100% cap. Oh
Mexican
my god.
folklore is rich with stories that are
Arango.
still told to this day.
Chupacabra.
Among those stories is the chilling legend of La Llorona, the story of a ghostly woman who drowned her kids and mourns over their deaths at night. Although you might think this story is purely fictional, some people beg to differ. The following video is a testament to the mounting evidence of those who've seen this ghost. Take a look at this video and see what you think.
Sí, sí es, no manches. Se le ve el cabello largo. Se le ve el cabello largo.
Ven aquí.
¡Hey! ¿Quién eres? Mira, 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 mira. Mira, 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 mira. No manches.
It's like the witch from
¡Hey!
Dead
¿Quién
by,
eres?
Left 4 Dead.
¿Es la Llorona? No, 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 no. Mira, mira, mira. Cabellote largo.
No mira.
El cabello, el cabello, el cabello.
No, no mira.
Uy. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, no manches. Oh.
Bro, get out of there. Get out of there.
In the distance, there appears to be someone dressed in a white gown. Perhaps this might have just been someone who happens to be dressed like La Llorona. But in the context of this legend, one can't help but think that this might be genuine footage of La Llorona caught on camera.
I don't play with her.
Of course, I'll leave it up to you to decide as to whether or not that's the case. Regardless, seeing something like this in the middle of nowhere late at night is sure to leave you feeling spooked.
Facts, bruh. I believe in that.
This next video takes
legend.
place at what appears to be an abandoned location.
Here
Not
we go.
much info is given on the video, except that something really creepy was captured on camera. Take a look at this clip and see what you think.
Niño,
Oh, it's a boy.
algún espíritu o alma demonio que se encuentra en este lugar, manifiéstate.
Yeah, you're kind of late, Internal. Oh my goodness. I don't know, y'all. What
The
y'all
person
think? What y'all
filming is
think?
calling out a spirit when all of a sudden, an apparition of what looks like a child is captured on camera.
It could be his little brother.
However, it's not certain if this was actually the spirit of a child or something else.
Oh,
Whatever this is, it sure is unsettling.
Yeah, it is.
For now, it remains a mystery as to what this was. But what do you think this might be?
I don't know, bruh. It could be his
Let me
little
know down
cousin or
below.
something. Who knows, bruh? He
I
probably was
don't
like,
know what it is.
He probably was like, "I'll let you play the video game if you run by in your underwear." So I don't know. This could be anything. It looked, I don't know. Maybe it looked. I don't know what this. I don't know shit. I don't know. It just looked weird.
Is. But sometimes there are moments when we sense things that don't seem to be there.
That's my face when I wake
Call
up
it
in the morning.
clairvoyance or a sixth sense. Whatever it is, some people have this ability to feel the presence of something that doesn't appear to exist. And more often than not,
Oh, hell
what
no.
they sense makes them feel unsettled. Michael from YouTube has felt this way for a while, and the following video shows that there's something really odd about his place. Take a look at this video and see how unsettled Michael appears to be.
If you unsettled, leave the damn house.
Like, I've had enough of it, and it's just getting worse. Like, really, really bad. What the hell was that? What the hell was that?
He got a horse. That shit was galloping. Bro, I'm getting scared. Michael, leave the house,
Alright,
bro.
you need to leave. I've had enough of your games. I'm tired of being played.
Yo, he got the chills. He's serious.
This is so creepy.
This is real
So
deal.
creepy. My camera won't focus.
You gotta be a good actor to get the chills, bro. Please don't show nothing.
Michael is really spooked. And to further add to the spookiness, Michael captures on camera what sounds like a galloping horse coming from down the hall.
Damn.
It's obvious that Michael has been experiencing this for a while. All that he can do for now is share this video and gather advice from viewers as to what he can do to stop this.
Sell the house. I'm not fucking getting hunted by
All
goddamn
of
King
us
Arthur.
can recall a time in which we felt really happy before drifting off to sleep.
That GameCube though. Bro, nobody in here wanted to smoke and Mario Kart on GameCube, bro. Mario Kart, Mario Party, bro. Super Smash Brothers, Pokemon Coliseum, bro. You wasn't ready for all that action.
A time in which we felt really happy. Before drifting off to sleep, we think about these memories as they remind us that life isn't all that bad. Whatever it is that we're going through, these memories remind us that it's okay. Eventually, there will be better moments.
That's true. Facts.
However, as you think about such memories, you might come across one in particular that you're sure is the best moment you've ever lived, the happiest you've ever been. But as you ruminate more and more about this memory, you may start to remember things you once forgot. Then, for some reason, you begin to tremble. You don't know why, but you think that it may have to do with the memory currently playing in your head. You close your eyes tightly as you try your best to recall a different memory, a memory to cover up the one that's slowly unfolding itself, as it's too horrifying to think about. And then, out of nowhere, it hits you. You suddenly remember the reason as to why this memory was locked away deep inside the recesses of your mind. What you thought was a happy memory was in fact a frightening one. The photo you're seeing is really unfortunate. This photo was taken by the father of the child in this picture. It was then posted on Facebook by his wife, who writes, "My husband took this picture of our son playing with his imaginary friend Pauline. We thought it was just a normal thing to have an imaginary friend. I had one as a child myself, but after this picture, we decided to move." This photo is unfortunate, as the child that's in it will look back at this memory when he's much older and realize that his so-called imaginary friend wasn't imaginary at all, but instead something real. What was once an innocent moment is now a haunting memory.
Oh my goodness, bro. That's some scary. Is this
Thanks
video
for
over?
watching, and I
Yes.
hope you enjoyed.
Oh man.
Until next time.
Bro, I don't think I've ever been so excited for a damn video to end in my life. Oh my goodness. If you sat through that whole thing, bro, you just got a horror tab to put on your uniform, to put on your shirt, bro. You earned it. That shit was horrible, bro. Oh my goodness. Makes me not even want to go back and look through my mom's memory book, wherever it has. Nah, man. Whew, bruh. Pauline was a baddie, though. I wonder if she got tender. No, that's fine. But no, that's crazy, man. Whew, man, it's getting bad out here, man. I'm telling you, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. Oh, man. I'm going to be up tonight. Whew. Oh, well, that was Bizarre Bub. If you guys want to go back and watch that again without me pausing and stopping and talking through the whole thing, you know where to find it. Down in the description box. But I don't think anyone in here is going to go back and look at it. But if you are going to, kudos to you and best of luck. But I am not watching that video a second time. So yeah. And next we're moving to Mr. Ballin's top 3 stories that sound fake but are real, 100% real, part 10. I haven't even seen part 1, but I skipped all the way to part 10. So we're going to get into that and then we'll go from there. Ooh, man, let me take a little quick second to regather myself real quick. Man, that was rough, bro. That was super rough. I can't unsee it. It's still in my head, bro. I'm going to have a nightmare for sure. 100% going to have a nightmare. All right, let's get it. Oops. Now let's get it.
Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, and today we're going to look at 3 stories that demonstrate that. But before we get into those stories, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, then you come to the right channel because that's all we do. We upload 3 or 4 times every week. So if that's of interest to you, please secretly use the like button's toothbrush to clean a dog's teeth, and then just put the brush back. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads.
Good to you, internal.
All right, let's get into today's stories.
Let's go! Mr. Ball in the End of Night? Number 3. Scoop.
In 1956, the SS Andrea Doria, which was a beautiful ocean liner, was considered to be Italy's largest, fastest, and safest ship. But those things would not be what this ship was remembered for. On July 25th of that year, the ship was sailing towards the east coast of the United States when it ran into some very heavy fog. And so, following procedure, the captain slowed the vessel down and turned on their fog whistle. A little while later, another vessel, the Swedish ocean liner called the SS Stockholm, entered the fog as well, but they were unaware of Andrea Doria's position. Now, both vessels were using radar, but unfortunately, both vessels misinterpreted what they were seeing, and so neither of them communicated with the other as they careened towards each other. When visual contact was finally made between the 2 ships, it was too late, a collision was imminent. At 11:10 p.m. that night, the bow of the Stockholm plowed directly into the side of the Andrea Doria, penetrating over 40 feet inside the ship before coming back out again. The impact killed 46 people on the Andrea Doria and 5 people on the Stockholm. When the story broke, every major news outlet around the world picked it up, including ABC News in the United States. And the news correspondent that they chose to cover this story was a man named Edward Morgan. And unbeknownst to his co-workers, his 14-year-old daughter, Linda Morgan, was on board the Andrea Doria, and just before he went on, he was informed that she was amongst the missing and presumed dead, and there was virtually nothing he could do but wait for more information. And so despite his incredible burden, Edward still went on the air and reported the story without ever losing his composure and without ever mentioning his daughter. But after he got off the air, another story began to develop about the crash. Apparently, a girl who was asleep in one of the rooms on the Andrea Doria that experienced a direct hit from the Stockholm woke up after the crash and didn't know where she was, and she began yelling out for her mother. Meanwhile, a man on board the Stockholm heard the girl's cries, and he ran towards the front of the Stockholm, which is where he heard these cries coming from, and when he got up there, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. Perched on the destroyed bow of the Stockholm was a bed, and on that bed was a relatively unhurt 14-year-old girl named Linda Morgan. It would turn out when the Stockholm penetrated into the Andrea Doria, the bow of the Stockholm scooped the bed Linda Morgan was on up and kind of dragged her into the ship, and then when it retracted out of the Andrea Doria, it brought that bed and Linda Morgan with it. When Edward Morgan found out that his daughter was the so-called miracle girl, he was overcome with emotions, and he would go back on the air, and this time he would talk about his daughter and her incredible survival story, and he would also talk about how hard it was to deliver the news when it was about someone he loved. Wow. Linda would make a full physical recovery. She only suffered from a broken arm, but she would suffer enormously from survivor's guilt as her stepfather and her half-sister were both killed in the crash.
Oh, damn. Yo, what's up, Agent? Number 2, the Shaman.
On April 27th, 1997, a farmer in Indonesia was walking his livestock through a thick sugarcane field near his house when he tripped on something. After he regained his balance and looked down, he noticed a strange mound of dirt that seemed totally out of place. He wanted to dig it up just out of curiosity, but he wasn't on his property, so instead he walked back to the village and he told the village leader about this strange pile of dirt and suggested he see what's under it. So the village leader and some other men headed back out to the field. They find this dirt pile, and the first thing they do is they poke it with a stick. The stick went right into the pile. It was a soft pile of dirt, and when they pulled it out, this horrible stench filled the air that was coming out of this mound. Worried about what they might find underneath this pile, the men decide to leave it alone and go back to the village and tell authorities about it, and the authorities promptly tell them to go back out there and uncover this thing and tell them what they find. And so the village leader and
So you see, police haven't changed over the years. They went to them telling them there's something out there. The police said, you uncover it and come back and get us. What if it was a grenade or a mine or You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, come peek or something. Send a new guy to come look at it or something. Damn, they didn't move or nothing.
Some more men head back out to the field and they start digging. And pretty quickly, their shovels strike something that's fairly soft inside of this mound. And so after delicately removing some more dirt, they discover a woman's face is looking right back at them. It appeared she had been buried up to her neck, and then someone had just thrown dirt on top of her head. At this point, the authorities did come out, and they were able to identify the body as belonging to a 21-year-old local woman named Dewey. After asking around the village about this girl, the police determined the last time anyone had seen her was 3 days earlier when she had left her house to run an errand. But after that, no one knew what happened to her. Just a few hours after Dewey's discovery, a 15-year-old rickshaw driver came to the police with additional information. He said 3 days earlier, on the evening of April 24th, so the same day that people had seen Dewey last, he said she had come to him to ask for a ride. And when she got into the rickshaw, he asked where she wanted to go, and she said she did not want to tell him specifically where she was going. Instead, she just wanted him to drive in a particular direction, and she would give him more information about how to get where she wanted to go as they got closer. And so this really intrigued the driver. And so after he began going in this direction, he turned to her again and said, can you tell me anything more about where we're going? This is really weird that you're not giving me any more information.
That's kind of weird.
And so finally, Dewey relented, and she told him she was going to see the shaman. A shaman, in simple terms, is someone who uses magic to cure the sick. The driver did think it was odd that this girl was going to see the shaman in the middle of the night and she was being so secretive about it, but after he dropped her off, he hadn't given it much thought until he found out she had died. The police approached the shaman, who was 45-year-old Ahmad Siraji, and they asked him if he had been with Dewey on the night of April 24th. Initially, Siraji said no, he had not been with her, and he had no idea what happened to her. But after police searched his house and found Dewey's belongings inside, Siraji said, okay, I've been lying and I have a confession to make. And he would very nonchalantly tell police that not only had he killed Dewey, he'd also killed dozens of other women the same way and buried them in the sugarcane field. And so the police went out to the field and started looking around, and they found all these mounds of dirt all over the place, and under them were women buried up to their neck. After the excavation was all done, the police believed they found the bodies of 42 different women, but truthfully, that was just a guess. They believed there could be more. During his trial, Siraji explained in detail why he did the things he did. He said back in 1986, so 11 years earlier, he had this vivid dream where his deceased father came to him and instructed him to drink the saliva of 70 women. And if he did that, he would become immortal. When Siraji woke up, he didn't chalk up this experience as just a strange dream. He believed he had just had a real interaction with the spirit of his dead father, and so he decided he would do as he was told. But his father didn't explain to him how he was going to extract the saliva from these 70 women. And so after thinking about it for a couple of days, Siraji decided the most efficient way to do it would be to just kill the women and then forcibly take their saliva. To find his victims, Siraji began telling people in his village that he had supernatural powers, that he was able to grant women specifically everlasting beauty and riches. And many people believed it. And so as this rumor spread not only around his village, but to surrounding areas, lots of women heard about it and came to him and requested his services. He would tell them to come back later that night when it was totally dark and to not tell anyone where they were going. Once they arrived, they would come inside of Siraji's house and they would pay him a fee that was roughly equivalent to $300 US.
Come on, bro. Like, oh, man. You have to sit there and ask yourself, if somebody's offering you a service and they say, hey, meet me here at 10 o'clock at night, but don't tell no one you're coming here. Don't tell them that I'm going to perform a magic to make sure that you get everlasting beauty. Like, does that not raise any kind of red flags with anybody? Like, who tells you not to tell nobody where you're going? Like, that right there should just be enough to be like, you know what, maybe I should tell somebody, or maybe I shouldn't be going there in the first place, bro. Magic man. 40, he says drink the saliva of 72 women. So if they only found 40, so it's probably 30-something, 32 more bodies out there that's probably still out there. And imagine all the people that's walking through these canes fields and all this stuff. They probably stepped on those mounds, bro. They stepped on top of these people's head, bro. Oh my goodness. And how did he bury? How did he do it? He buried them up to their neck and then put dirt on top of it. That's so weird. Like, why? Wouldn't you just bury the whole? Why would you just leave the head sticking out? And out of all things, like, his dad came down hey, son, I need you to go out there and, grab some booty or something. Saliva? What you gonna do with that? Like, I don't even, like, this is weird, bro. Like, oh my goodness. Like, 40 women? Damn.
And then he would tell them he needed to perform a ritual to give them their beauty and their riches. And so they would leave his house, they would cut through a cemetery, and they would enter into that sugarcane field, and they would walk for a while until Siraji stopped them. And he would hand the woman a shovel, and he would tell her to dig a hole in the ground. And he would assure her this is part of the ritual. And so he would stand there as she dug the hole until it was about waist deep. And then he would tell her to get in the hole and put her hands by her side. If she was at all nervous, he would just reassure her again that this is all part of the ritual, that lots of people have done this before, that it's totally safe. And so she'd get in the hole, she'd put her hands by her side, Siraji would take the shovel and he would fill the hole back in until she was completely immobilized. And then at this point, Siraji would pull out a cable, he would wrap it around their neck, and he would strangle them to death. And then once they were dead, he would pull their body out of the hole, and then he would forcibly extract their saliva. And then after that, he would take the shovel again and dig the hole a little bit deeper, and then he would put the body back inside the hole, making sure their head was still sticking out of the ground. And he would orient them so their face was looking towards his house, because he believed having these women constantly looking at him at all hours of the day gave him more power. He said as for Dewi, when she first came to his house and she had paid that fee, she was worried about leaving and going and doing this ritual. It scared her. And so Siraji told her to wait, and he went into the other room where his wife was, and he told her that, hey, I'm gonna go kill this girl and I need your help. I need you to calm her down. And his wife, who had no idea her husband was a mass murderer, just immediately went along with it. She came back into the room and she assured Dewi that everything was totally fine. They had done this before. It was all going to be perfectly safe. And she even said she would come with them to do this ritual.
Where's all these loyal down-ass girls at now? I can't even get somebody to let me copy off their homework. She found out like, hey babe, I've already killed 39 people. Number 40 is outside. I need your help. Okay. He must be putting it down or something, bro. He got that Pornhub premium meat or something, bro, to just let your girl go on. How? This is ridiculous.
And so at this, Dewi was much more calm and she agreed to go. And so the trio left the house, they went through the cemetery, out to the field, and then only 2 people came back. Siraji was executed in 2008 by firing squad,
there we go.
And his wife was sentenced to life in prison.
Yeah, don't mess with Doug.
Around midnight on
up,
September
biggest?
3rd, 1986, Doug Wells and his wife Kristen were pulling onto their street in western Montana when they noticed a camper parked in front of their house. Neither of them recognized the camper, and so when they pulled into their driveway, Doug got out and walked over and looked inside to see if anyone was in there. And there was a man sleeping in the front seat. Doug didn't wake him up. Instead, he went back to his wife. They talked about it, and they decided that this man must have just randomly parked in front of their house, and that most likely the next day he would leave. And so the couple went inside their house and they began getting ready for bed. At some point, Doug rounded up all the trash inside of the house and was going to bring it outside to put into the trash bin. And when he went outside, standing in his front lawn is the same guy who was just sleeping inside of the camper. And so Doug very cautiously goes down the front steps and he yells out to this guy and says, what are you doing here? And immediately the man put his hands up and said he meant no harm. He said his name was Wayne Nance, and he actually worked with Doug's wife, Kristen, at the furniture store in town. Wayne went on to say that he happened to be driving down their street earlier that day, and he spotted someone standing outside one of their windows looking in their house, and he knew it was Kristen's house, and he looked in their driveway, and he saw that Kristen wasn't home, and it looked like nobody was home, and so he decided he would just park out front and try to scare off this person and wait for Kristen to get back. But by the time Kristen got back, he had fallen asleep. Doug was totally caught off guard by this whole situation. The idea that there's this guy on his property talking about another guy that was lurking around his property.
Why not call the police?
And so he asked Wayne, did you see this guy again after that first time you saw him? And Wayne said no, he hadn't, but he didn't have a flashlight. And so maybe if Doug went in the house and got some flashlights, the 2 of them could walk the property and make sure nobody was there. Doug thanked him for the offer and said, okay, well, why don't you come in the house and I'll go look for those flashlights. And so Doug led the way inside of his house, and as soon as Wayne got in the house and shut the front door behind him, he pulled out a metal pipe he was hiding and smashed Doug over the back of the head.
Oh no, you don't say. He got attacked? Oh, what? How could that have happened? That's crazy. I would have never thought that some random strange pedestrian person is sitting outside my house, protecting my house out of his goodwill. He has nothing else better to do with his spare time than protect my house. And then I'm going to invite him in and help look for the guy that supposedly was at my house, but he didn't call the police. He just sat and watched him do it. Wow, that's incredible. Wow, I would have never seen that coming. Damn. Yeah, invite him in. Invite him inside. Absolutely.
Doug turned around and Wayne hit him again over the face, and before long the two of them were struggling on the ground. Kristen, who was upstairs, heard the commotion, and she came running down the stairs, and she sees at the bottom her husband, who's bleeding profusely from his head. He's covering himself up on the ground, while Wayne, her co-worker, is standing over him, punching and kicking him. Before Kristen could do anything, Wayne noticed her up on the stairs, and he drew a pistol and aimed it at her and told her to come down here and tie up your husband's arms and legs. Kristen, who's in shock, is just hoping this was just a robbery and that they would have their lives spared. And so she does as she's told. She walks down. Wayne throws her some cord. She ties up her husband's arms and legs. And then afterwards, Wayne leads Kristen back upstairs to the bedroom where he ties her up as well. After that, Wayne went back down to the main floor where Doug was still laying on the ground, and he grabbed Doug by the legs and he pulled him down the flight of stairs to the basement where he tied him up to a pole. And then he savagely beat him with the pipe before Wayne pulled out an 8-inch blade and plunged it directly into Doug's chest all the way in. And then when he pulled it out again, Doug slumped over. Wayne went back upstairs all the way to the second floor to check on Kristen, and he saw she had managed to get partially out of her restraints, and she was reaching for the landline, and so he jumped on top of her and managed to restrain her all over again. And then after he was confident in her restraints, he went back downstairs to make sure Doug was dead. When he got down there, he saw Doug was still slouched over in the same position he had left him, and so Wayne assumed Doug must be dead, and Wayne went back upstairs to assault Kristen. But Wayne was wrong. Doug wasn't dead. And after Wayne went upstairs that second time, Doug, despite his horrific head and chest injuries, managed to wriggle out of his restraints and then hobbled over to a workbench where he had a rifle laying out because Doug was actually a gunsmith. And so he took the rifle and he loaded it with the one round he found on the table. And then he walked over to the base of the stairs, he raised his rifle, and he made his way up to the main floor. He didn't come in contact with Wayne, and he looked around the first floor, he didn't see him, and he heard his wife screaming upstairs. And so he made his way to the next set of stairs and began walking up with his rifle raised. At the top of the stairs to the second floor, there was a hallway that ran right and left out of sight. And so as Doug is making his way up, he can hear off to the left, out of view, his wife screaming in the bedroom, and he can hear the sound of very heavy footsteps running down the hall towards the landing where he is. And so Doug positioned himself in the stairwell, he took aim about chest height with his rifle, and he waited for their attacker to show himself. And so as soon as Wayne came flying around the corner with his knife in his hand, Doug just fired one shot that struck him right in the stomach. Wayne fell backwards, totally shocked at what had just happened. He began to stagger, and Doug, meanwhile, turned his rifle around like a baseball bat because he didn't have any more rounds.
Whoop his
he
ass.
just starts walking down the hall, smashing Wayne as Wayne continues to stumble and fall and try to run away from Doug. And finally, he gets away from Doug, charges into the bedroom where Kristen is, and he grabs his pistol, and he turns around and he fires 3 shots towards the door where Doug is now standing. And Doug, he's unfazed. One round hits him in the leg, the other 2 miss. He doesn't care. He just walks up to Wayne and begins bashing his head in with the back of this rifle. He hits him so many times that the buttstock of the rifle explodes and the metal of the rifle bends like an L. And at some point, Wayne drops the gun because he's getting viciously beaten on by Doug and his rifle. And Doug sees that, he grabs the pistol, and he fires the remaining rounds into Wayne's head. Police and paramedics would show up shortly thereafter, and Doug, Kristen, and their attacker Wayne were all rushed to the hospital. Doug and Kristen would make full recoveries. As for Wayne, he would die the following day from his injuries. After the incident, the police investigated Wayne Nance to see who this guy was, and they discovered that almost certainly he had been a serial killer that was connected to at least 6 cold case murders from 1974 to 1986. But because Wayne never confessed to any of these murders before he died, the true number of people he killed is still unknown. So that's going to do it, guys. If you found the secret in today's episode, let us know in the comments what it is and where you found it. If you're the first to do that, we'll pin you at the top of the comments section. If you got something out of today's video and you haven't done this already, please secretly use the like button's toothbrush to clean a dog's teeth and then just put the brush back. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly 3 or 4 video uploads. If you want to get in touch with me, you can direct message me on Instagram or on Twitter. My username for both platforms is the same. It's is JohnBallin416. I also have a ton of content over on TikTok where my username is Mr. Ballin. I also have a second YouTube channel called Mr. Ballin Shorts where I post random short videos and lost episodes. If you have a story suggestion, please submit it to our subreddit just called Mr. Ballin. It's linked in the description below. So whether I see you on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, or some combination, just know that I really appreciate your support. And until next time, that's going to do it. See ya.
Yo, that ending was dope, bruh. Doug is a beast. I still hate Doug, bruh, because he put himself in that situation. But at the same time, he killed the serial killer. You can just tell Doug just had a good heart, man. He believed it. He was just like, hey, all right, thanks for watching out for my house. But come on now, like that dude. I wouldn't invite a stranger into my house. That's a no. I would like, hey, wait outside or something, maybe. But even then, I'd be like, thanks for watching my house, but I'm okay. I would have called the police or something. Like, why did you call the police? That'd be my first question. Like, why didn't you call the police if you seen somebody looking in my house? But yo, he got beat with a crowbar, or it said metal something. It could have been a crowbar, it could have been some kind of plumbing pipe. We don't know, but he got beat with a metal object, and then he got stabbed in the chest with an 8-inch blade, and then, but even he got beat up twice. Actually, he got beat upstairs, beat downstairs, and then stabbed. He went upstairs, bruh. And he got shot once, and he missed the other 2 times. Good thing he missed the other 2 shots. I'm pretty sure if one of the other shots would have hit, he would have went down. But the fact that he survived all that, bruh, and went up there, he beat him so bad. He said the buttstock shattered and the rifle bent, bruh. And it's hard to bend a rifle, bruh. So he hit him like it was Major League Baseball, bruh. He hit him like he was playing for the goddamn Dodgers, bruh. He hit him hard. He hit him. He had to be hitting them hard as shit. But I'm glad we ended on a good note. You know, we got some scary videos, but I think this video was able to bring me back to reality, and I think I'll be able to sleep tonight. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that big adrenaline kick, something, bro. He turned into Incredible Hulk or something, bro. He played dead perfectly. He lucky he wasn't one of those serial killers that do like that overkill, like, you know, continuously stab you and stuff like that. But he was like, oh, he's dead. And he went back, and sure enough, he wasn't. But Doug is a beast, bro. Doug was a big dude, though. If you look at him, he probably could take a lot. He was a big ass. He was a big dude compared to his wife, though. He looked like at least 6'3", 6'4", so he probably could take a couple of hits. But that's going to do it for today's episode, man, or today's live stream. If you guys enjoy, man, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you are new to the channel, my name is Zims, and welcome to the Crow's Nest. But again, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to stick around just in case you guys have any questions or anything like that. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's live stream. Be on the lookout for Resident Evil, I think was it Village? The Village? We're going to be playing that on live stream. So I'm excited. What date did that come out on? Let me see. It's going to be a little bit of a longer live stream. Oh, that comes out Friday, and I'm off Friday. Oh my goodness. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be nice. So yeah, we might do back-to-back live streams for that game. So if you guys are into games, if not, then just stick around for the reaction videos. But if you are into gaming, this Friday and this Saturday are probably both are going to be some live streams on Resident Evil, probably. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Have a nice day, everybody. Thank you, Agent. I appreciate it. You have a nice day as well. Appreciate you. Alright, no one else has any questions? Well, that's going to do it. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And if you guys have any questions for me, you guys find me on Twitter. Or you can just comment something in YouTube and I'll see it. Or, yeah, just let me know.